Q&A 3. Question. You use the term science of yoga, but what does science mean? Answer. Science is a quest to know the truth by direct perception rather than through a belief system. This is also the goal of all yoga processes, to allow the aspirant to experience direct perception of the absolute truth. The yogi, like modern scientist, employs the laws of logic and observation. His scientific research also involves inner work, for example, observation of and learning about the nature of his mind, his behavior, his actions, and so on. Discovering the science, the truth of our identity, also known as self-realization, is vital to realizing the actual purpose of life and where actual happiness is found. Question. What does yoga have to do with science and identity? Answer. The goal of all yoga processes is to lead one to a correct understanding of oneself and the world in which we live, and furthermore to apply that correct understanding in life. The process of yoga is one which allows a person to experience direct perception of the truth. In other words, yoga is a science, and as a science, it is a quest to understand or know the truth as it is, regardless of whether the yoga practitioner wants to believe that truth or not. True understanding of the nature of things and their actual relationships is known as self-realization. Acting on the basis of that self-realization is known as wisdom. Question. How can I apply the science of yoga to life? Answer. With an understanding of the yoga view of the self, the yoga practitioner can begin to apply transcendental knowledge to his life. For a person who cultivates wisdom or true knowledge, the results are inner peace, satisfaction, patience, respect for others, freedom from duplicity, compassion, joyfulness, remembrance of his spiritual identity, freedom from the fear of death, and freedom from anxiety and depression. The false identification of the body as oneself leads to so many conflicts, international conflicts, religious conflicts, racial conflicts, sexual conflicts, and many other conflicts are rooted in this false identification. Each body has a multitude of different labels and characteristics. This in itself isn't wrong, just like it isn't wrong for people to wear different coloured clothes or different styles of clothes. What is wrong is that due to identifying the body as the self, we incorrectly consider the person to be the labels that are on his body. One who receives transcendental knowledge gains insights and answers to many of the social, economic, and personal problems of the world today.